Hey y'all, welcome to the Charles Murmur Show. How's everyone doing? I haven't talked with you all in so long. So I didn't shoot Friday's show because I was not feeling good at all. Nothing serious, but I didn't take my sinus medicine for a couple of days, and my throat and my voice suffered. I wasn't going to be able to talk for a full show, so I decided to postpone that show until Saturday. But I still wasn't feeling well. I would start talking, and then my voice would go out mid-sentence. I'm upset that we didn't get to do Friday's show. However, I did reschedule it because we had to finish talking about the weekly assignment of making the most of each and every opportunity and owning your moment. I didn't forget. We'll talk about that on Wednesday. Today we're going to talk about this crazy ass weekend of football. The Eagles and the Redskins literally had a war. I have one particular Eagle who I must scold. We'll recap the rest of the weekend's football games too. There wasn't anything that stood out to me in the entertainment world this week or weekend, so there won't be an entertainment section of the show today. As always, on Mondays, we like to start off our week the right way by refreshing and also getting an inspiration in the weekly's assignment. Today's inspiration will be coming from Alice Walker. This one is really amazing. Here we go. Starting with sports, what a spectacular weekend of football we've had. The Eagles hosted the Washington Redskins and Deshaun Jackson's return to Philly. Before I get started, I just want to say, I told you so to everyone who called me crazy for saying that Jeremy Maclin would have a better game when these two teams met. Better game than Deshaun Jackson. Like I said before, everyone is replaceable, and we don't need Deshaun Jackson. The Redskins offense did jump on us early. Kirk Cousins picked that Eagles defense apart in the first half of the game. They couldn't stop him. He looked like Joe Montana. He completed over 5 passes before he threw one incompletion. The Eagles defense was terrible in the first half. They couldn't get off the field on third down. I was pissed the hell off. At one point, Washington was 7 of 7 on third down. That's completely unacceptable. Billy Davis, you have to do a better job. Luckily, we did get a quick kick return that kept us in the game. The offense, besides their first drive, was pretty good in the first half. Nick Foles threw 2 perfect, beautiful passes to rookie Jordan Matthews. That made me so happy. I always say that both of them are my sons, and they both did amazing in the first half. Matthews had a spectacular catch on his second touchdown. I was pleased with the young rookie. The second half was crazy. Deshaun Jackson caught an 81-yard touchdown bomb on Kerry Williams. Remember that name, Kerry Williams, because I'm not done with him. The Eagles got the ball back, and Nick Foles threw what was initially called an interception on the first play of that drive, and all hell broke loose after that. Redskins defensive tackle Chris Baker delivered an extreme cheap shot to Nick Foles, who was already hurt early in the half. I mean, he knocked his ass off. I didn't think Nick Foles was going to get up. Chris Baker went to the sidelines to celebrate the hit, and Jason Peters went over to Chris Baker and defended his quarterback. That's when the brawl began. The benches cleared, and the Eagles and Redskins both went to war. Both Jason Peters and Chris Baker were ejected from the game. I had the video for you right here. Check it out.
Now first and 10 from their own 14. Foles picked off by Bashaud Breeland, or so we think. Now, this play gets interesting here. You see Foles go to the ground. Chris Baker there, 92, really got into him. A very cheap shot. We're going to show you exactly how cheap it was momentarily, but that led to a scuffle on the field, LT, and some guys had to come and stand up for Nick Foles here. Peters one of them.
And rightfully so. You don't let your quarterback take these type of shots. And when the guy does that, you best believe the offensive linemen, running backs, they're going to step up for their quarterback.
And Jason Peters, none too pleased. He's ejected, as is Chris Baker. You can be sure that one, if not both of them, will be receiving a nice letter in the mail from the league asking for a donation. So it's still...
I could not have been happier with Jason Peters for defending his quarterback. I thought that he did the right thing. For those of you who don't respect Nick Foles, it's time for y'all to reevaluate your lives. He played the second half of the game basically with one arm. He showed us his guts yesterday. He got up after being obliterated by like a 300-pound tackle. You ought to quick to criticize him when he does wrong, but don't give him credit when he needs it. Show him some damn respect because he was a big part of that win. The running game wasn't there. He did what he had to do. As Chip Kelly said last year, we're from Philadelphia and we fight. The Eagles did win the game 37-34. I must say it was a good game. Just so y'all know, Deshaun Jackson had 5 catches, 117 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jeremy Maclin had 8 catches, 154 yards, and 1 touchdown. He was more productive for the Eagles yesterday. Not to mention the 80-yard touchdown that was called back. Now on to Kerry Williams. He's complaining that Chip Kelly is overworking the players and he's burnt out. You're in the NFL. Quit your whining. He said the reason for the slow starts is the players are tired in the first half from practicing during the week. That has got to be the stupidest thing I ever heard someone say in my whole entire lifetime. How the hell do you start the game off tired, then get energy as it goes on? That makes zero sense. How could a person even let something stupid like that come out of their mouth? I'm so mad right now talking about this, and I want to drop a couple of F-bombs, so when y'all watch this part of the show, say good job, Charles, for not saying any hardcore curse words. He's not even that good. He's just mad because Deshaun Jackson buried him, and he wants to blame that on someone else. It's your fault, Kerry. Do better next time, you jackass. Yesterday, we also had a Super Bowl rematch between the Broncos and the Seahawks. The Broncos turned the ball over on the first drive, and I said, here we go again. The score was 17-3 before I knew it. The Broncos didn't make it a game. Peyton Manning didn't play scared like he did in the Super Bowl. He did throw a lot of ducks yesterday. The Broncos tied the game up on the last-second touchdown drive led by Peyton Manning. I must say he did a really good job on that last drive. He made the Seahawks defense look like the Eagles defense. He moved the ball right down the field as easy is. The Seahawks won the game in overtime. Many people are criticizing the NFL overtime rule because the Broncos didn't get a chance to get the ball in overtime. My response to the Broncos and everyone else is they should have played better defense. Y'all know the rules. Don't blame the loss on the rules. Russell Wilson made the Broncos defense look like the Eagles defense on that game-winning drive in overtime. They didn't have an answer for anything he did to them on that last drive. Suck it up and move on. That game was a goodie. My three standout players this week are Nick Foles, Cam Chancellor, and Adam Vinatieri. Nick Foles went 27 for 41, 3 touchdowns, and 325 yards. This was his third straight 300-yard game. He completed 65.9% of his passes, and he had a quarterback rating of 114. Cam Chancellor of the Seahawks forced a fumble on Monty Ball on the opening drive of the game. He also caught an unfreaking believable interception off of Peyton Manning yesterday. He leaped so high in the air, and he also knocked out everyone who got in his way, including his teammates. Adam Vinatieri of the Colts was 5 for 5 on field goals yesterday. The old man still has it, kicking them from beyond 40 yards. On to Monday night's game. I'm going to pick the Bears to beat the Jets. Come on, Chicago. Keep my record good this week. So far this week, I'm picking games. I'm 11-4. This is my best week of picking so far. I'm back in my groove. Let's go. So, like I said earlier, we don't have an entertainment section, so I'm just going to go right down to the inspiration section. And first, I'm going to say, I hope everyone's Monday and week is starting off right. Please remember to refresh, leave everything bad in last week, and start over this week. Today is our new beginning. Today, as I mentioned earlier, our inspiration will be coming from Alice Walker. This week's inspiration topic is happiness. This week, I don't have a video, but I do have a quote that's just as powerful. Alice Walker said, "Don't wait around for other people to be happy for you. Any happiness you get, you got to get it yourself." After reading this quote again, I just got something else new from it. Not only are we in charge of our own happiness, but we're also in control of our own lives. She says, any happiness you want, you've got to make for yourself. That's also true in life. Anything you want, you have to get it for yourself. We are in control of everything we do in life. I didn't think of that until just now. Just had a bang, bang, banger right there. Back to happiness. I always hear people talk about themselves not being happy. And my question to them is always, what are you doing to make yourself happy? We don't need other people to make us happy because we have the power to do it for ourselves. For example, my happiness comes from watching football, my Eagles. I also find happiness in teaching people things. These things make me really happy. Different things make different people happy, and it's up to you to find what makes you happy. When you do that, you won't need anyone to make you happy because you're doing it for yourself. We have to understand that the key to our happiness is in our own hands. This week's assignment is to find what makes you happy and live it. That's the end of my show today. Thank you for watching today. I'm so grateful for you all who continue to tune in, and those of you who sent me messages asking about Friday's show. Please continue to view and share my show with everyone you know. As I mentioned earlier, I'm doing the last Friday's show this Wednesday. We're going to revisit last weekend's assignment. I'll see you all on Friday. Remember to find what makes you happy and live it. Be blessed.